Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy South Central, and have you guys subscribed yet? If not, it's fine, man. Just like the video. Help a brother out, man. Come on. So today we're gonna get into the most left-wing propagandist, black fear-mongering person ever, and this is yours truly, Joy Reid. To me, this situation is very annoying because I know how they use, when I speak of they, the Democrats, use black people to keep other black people inside this democratic plantation, okay? This victim mindset, this mindset of scarcity, all right? You're always scared. The boogeyman is near. This is what you should deem important in your life, okay? They use these people to keep us in line. If you get out of line as far as thinking outside the box, you are now a coon. You are the black face of white supremacy. You are exiled from the black community because you're not giving into what they're dishing out. And I'm tired of it, okay? Joy Reid is disgusting to me. A very disgusting, dishonest person that is being used on black people to benefit the democratic new world order. That's how I feel, okay? If you don't know what that is, go find out. They're not in the best interest of black people, okay? She's not in the best interest of black people. She's just pushed in the community, acting like she cares, and she has the same talking points as every other Democrat, okay? They when it comes to Democrats, they don't fail to always unite. Okay, they don't fail to push the same talking points. They'll do it over and over and over until it sticks. Okay, don't gotta be true. They'll push it on you until you believe that it's true. And I'm telling black people to wake up. Okay, wake up. I'm tired of them coming to us because they think that we're dumb. Okay, because we keep falling for it and pushing this propaganda in our face and the fear mongering in our face to steer us away from Trump or something different, okay? Something outside of what we know. All we know is Democrat. And I will say this. Look at your community and see who's in charge of your community. And tell me, does it need to change? And it's up to you. Stop listening to these people as if they're in your best interest just because they got the same skin color as you. They love to say all skin folk ain't kinfolk, but when it come to them, they're the bearer of all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But when they do something outlandish and don't do what's in the best interest of America and the black community, I would say that's not, it doesn't apply to them. I'm the one that coined that term. You can't say that to me. I'm the one being racist, but I'm black, so I can't be racist. Okay? So let's get into it.
Eiffel, endowed chair in civil rights at Howard University and former president and director counsel of the Legal Defense Fund. Sherilyn, my friend, thank you for being here. When I heard that clip of that guy, who is one of the authors of Project 2025, essentially issue a violent threat against Americans, I had two thoughts. Thought one, he ain't going to do nothing violent. He'll be at a country club somewhere golfing while the real violent people, the armed people, the Proud Boys types do the actual dirty work. So that man is a coward and he likes to talk a lot of crap, but it is still a threat. And I took it as a declaration of war against the rest of us. How did you take it?
Well, the gloves are obviously off, and they are no longer afraid to say what their true intentions are. When I heard it, though, Joy, what it made me was angry in a very particular kind of way. I'm not sure who these people think they are, but the idea of some second American revolution, they are the Confederacy. They don't get the title of American Revolution. They are the Confederacy bent on destroying this country. And if they think that what we have gone through, certainly as black people in this country, as women, as gay people, as the disabled, as people who are poor, trying to find their way up to make their children's lives better than theirs, if they think that we are about to throw that all off and knuckle under to the likes of Stephen Miller and this man and Donald Trump, they have got to be kidding. I am also from Queens, and I can tell you the Donald Trumps
Bro, to be honest, I could stop this video and comment on everything they say, but I'm trying to be I'm trying to be a good YouTuber and allow these people to speak before I say my piece. But, and what they already said, here goes the Democrat propaganda again, okay? It bothers me, so it should bother you, right? They're telling you how to think about these people. It's not about them being an American and thinking that this judicial system is being abused. This country is overturned by criminals. They can't think that. They're Confederates. They're terrible people. Look at them. They're terrible. They have the gall to they have the gall to label people, and it has to stick with them. Okay, you have to think that about them, because I do personally. Okay, and I'm not saying me, I'm just saying this is how they think. Okay, they think that they have the moral high ground to label people, and we have to believe that. No, I don't think that they're like the Proud Boys. I think that Project 25 is great. Okay, they think that, oh, it's against us, it's against gay people. No, 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 no. Propaganda. And I will say this too, niggas you need to start reading. Stop digging into propaganda because you lazy. Go read it. Go read it and see if that's targeted towards you. If you gay and you want to shake your thing in front of people, you should be prosecuted. You should be in trouble. It just makes sense. How does this target anybody? And I know I'm going further than where this video is going, but y'all need to start reading. Start reading and paraphrasing what these people are saying so you can understand that they trying to tell you what to think. No, forget what your eyes say. Let me tell you. Don't even read it. I got you. Let me tell you what to think. This is what they do. And I'm sick of these people. And they use black people against other black people because niggas is so gullible. They only listen to black people. Okay? These people are so smart. It's like, okay, well, shit. You want a black person? Let me give you Obama. He ain't gonna do nothing he ain't gonna do nothing for you. But hey, he's black, ain't he? That's what you wanted. Supply and demand. It's that simple. If you keep falling for it, they'll keep doing it. And what I'm telling you is to think outside the box and stop letting them come to the community with a person that look like you, that talk like you, that's pro-black and pro-blackity black, and act like they really in your best interest when they're in the interest of the Democratic Party. That's what they're there for. Because if you speak outside of that, you can see how ugly it gets. Okay? Let's get back into it.
Of the world, we understood exactly who they were when I was growing up in Queens. And no matter how much money he had, he was not fit, not worthy of the kind of love and attention that these people have lavished on him. We will not go back.
So he's not worthy because she says that he's not worthy of the love that this person has on. It sounds like a little jealousy to me. Why do you care? We ain't got to agree with you. I could like Trump if I want to. Don't tell me how to think. But these people weaponize, they weaponize the judicial system because they think that it's right. I don't like Trump. So I don't care if it's weaponized against him. I don't like Trump. I don't care if I do nasty things to him and his family. I don't care if I lie about him. I don't like him because he's a terrible person and you shouldn't like him either. Why are you sticking up for a person that's horrible? Why? I think he's horrible, so he deserves everything, even if it's a lie. Who cares? He's terrible because I said so. This is the problem with these people, and it's very dangerous in this country because I promise you, if we thought the same way on the other side, all hell will break loose because these people don't believe in guns. They believe in taking guns away. They believe in disarming yourself and letting criminals destroy you. All right? If they really believe that, they wouldn't be behind gates, hiding, tucked in with security. They don't believe that. They just want you to be disarmed. And if you have arms and you love your country, you're dangerous to them. Why are you dangerous to them? You answer that. Let's get back into it.
And so I think what's important, Joy, is for people to we have to stand in our power. And the idea that this person feels empowered to threaten us publicly in this way and that we don't respond. You know, today, most of the media, thank you for your show, Joy, is focused on President Biden and his age and, whether they have been deceived about his health and so on and so forth. Not the fact that someone who is fully locked in with the Republican conservative right-wing movement is threatening us, not with whether or not the United States Supreme Court has decided that the rule of law no longer exists because the president exists outside of it. He is no longer covered by the rule of law as we all are. So these are powerful threats to our democracy that we should be talking about. And the way we show them that we are unafraid is that we step right to them and we make it clear that it's not going to happen. And that's going to take some strategy and some work. And we have to start talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, on the night of the debate, I got all the texts. I reported them dutifully on the special on MSNBC, what people were saying to me. People are still saying a lot of the same things. Those conversations are happening back. But let me tell you what keeps me up at night. Not Joe Biden being old and walking real slow and shuffling and being doddering. You know what keeps me up at night? The Heritage Foundation's Project 2025 saying they're going to expand presidential power to confirm John Roberts' edict that the president is a king. The idea that they're going to just deconstruct the administrative state, meaning putting 50,000 civil servants on the street unemployed. They're going to reverse the FDA approval of abortion medication, condemning women in blue states to also an abortion ban. They're going to reverse the interpretation of the Emergency Medical Treatment and Active Labor Acts, meaning women will die in the emergency room if they need abortion care. They'll block gender-affirming health care so parents don't decide what to do with their own children. They decide. They'll eliminate the EPA Enforcement Office, meaning we will choke on smog because the Koch brothers want. They'll dismantle the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, meaning we won't know when a hurricane is coming. Beryl is literally going to where my godmother is in Jamaica. They will eliminate the Department of Education. I could go on, Sherilyn.
All of this is hogwash, all Democratic talking points, and what they perceive is important to them. All right. They could easily take some information and tell you how to feel about it and tell you that it's law. Okay. How I feel about it, that's what that means. Right. The judicial system is very corrupt. The school system is very corrupt. The medical system is very corrupt. The LGBTQ is they're out of hand. These things need to be challenged. Okay? Dudes is shaking a thing in front of kids, bro. You go into schools, pedophiles dressed in drag is going to schools and saying that that's pride. Like, hey, I'm teaching. This is normal for us, man. This is how we express ourselves. Don't take this away from us. That's normal to them. It needs change. They think that it's targeting him. It's not targeting nobody, bro. These things are very corrupt and it needs to change. When you got parents getting spied on by the FBI just because they don't want LGBTQ books in their school and drag queens shaking a thing in front of their kids, there's a problem with this with the judicial system. Okay, these people need to be checked. When they go into churches and spying on church members, spying on churches, it needs to be checked. What's wrong with that? It's only wrong if you're corrupt and it bothers you only if you're corrupt. Okay? Abortion. When it comes to abortion, no woman they not doing that on their deathbed, bro, saying I need an abortion. They playing with it. Okay? It's fun to them. Some of them just like doing it. Like, is this another contraceptive? Okay? They okay with that. They're not doing it because my life is in danger. You know that. It's a bold-faced lie. But guess what? When it comes to their narrative, it supersedes reality. I'm telling you what the problem is. You have to believe it because I'm a Democrat. And you have to believe it because I'm black. Okay? I'm a black woman. You have to believe it. It's all propaganda pushed by them to keep you in order. This is the things you need to worry about. Don't worry about Joe Biden pooping on himself. You need to worry about this Project 2025 because it's very detrimental to you and your community. It has nothing to do with the black community. It has nothing to do with LGBTQ rights. They have too much power. If you over here swinging that flag higher than the American flag and you pushing your weight around, nobody's above this program. Nobody's above this United States, bro. I don't care if you black, gay, none of that. Nobody's above anything. You're not special. You don't get special privileges because you're gay. Your sexual orientation, what you do in your bedroom. You're out of control. It needs some type of structure. Illegal immigrants. You can't just come in this country and do what you want. It's that simple. We can't go to their country and do what we want. If their country is still a shithole, we still can't. They still got rules. You still can't do that as an immigrant over there. So why can't we enforce our laws, right? Because these laws are already here. Why can't we enforce them? Who's targeted? You know the law when you came here. So you had your fun. Now it's time to reap what you sow. You broke the law. Here it goes. Nobody's above this law, bro. Right? When it come to that, nobody's above the law. They coined that term, like I said. But when it come to them and what they deem as essential, overrides laws. It overrides it. No. We're not talking about laws now. We're talking about human rights. Don't take their rights away because they're from a different country. They just came here. No, it's not as innocent as you're trying to make it. Abortion is not as innocent as you're trying to make it. They sell these babies' body parts. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about Margaret Sanger being racist. Let's not talk about what Margaret Sanger made Planned Parenthood for. Black women say, "Oh, it's just for it's women's rights." They always buttering some stuff up. It's not like that, bro. Stop playing with people. When you play with somebody's mind, I take it more disrespectful than anything, because you playing with my mind, and you trying to tap into people's emotions because they so tied to being black that they go with what you say because they want you to be truthful. They really want you to be truthful. And I don't know if you truly believe this or not, but you're doing the devil's deed. You're doing the devil's deed. And I ain't rocking with you, my wigger. I'm not. I'm not. And she wears a lot of wigs, my wife. So she's a wigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm black, so I can't be racist, right? I can't. So let's get back into it.
What keeps me up at night, and the reason that I can't dedicate the limited time we have on this show to doing the debate about should Biden be replaced or should Vice President Harris take over, that's not what keeps me up at night. Biden being old is just a fact. This keeps me up at night, Sherilyn. And I wonder, how do we get Democrats to stop circular firing squad and focus on this?
See, they have the moral high ground. Stop focusing on him being old and pooping his pants and leading us into World War III. No, let's worry about this Project 2025 because it's more important than just your daughter's dying and your son's dying in a war that they had nothing to do with. No, what's more important is this project, because you should not be sleeping at night thinking about this project. You don't talk about Joe Biden pooping his pants. Don't talk about him not being sane, not being mentally there. Let's talk about this project because I deem that more important than anything else. Okay? They always have the moral high ground to tell you what to think and what to prioritize in your life. Okay? If you prioritize policy more than a personality, you're a racist. Okay, you must be a bigot then, because you want gay people to unalive themselves because they don't get to take hormone blockers. What? Have you done the proper research on what happens to these kids that actually transition and take these hormone pills? Have you done the research on the detransition, the kids that's detransitioning and their stories? No, that doesn't matter. No, worry about what I'm saying because I deem that more important. They're social justice warriors, pushing propaganda, pushing they're pushing fear because this is what people bend the knee to, fear. Give me the solution because I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I heard Trump is racist. How? Both people on both sides. When you watch the whole thing, he said except XYZ. Except the KKK members, except the white supremacists. No. Don't worry about that. Worry about what I said because I have the moral high ground. Although I like to see drag queens do pelvic thrusts in front of kids because that's essential. If they don't do that, they'll harm themselves. They will unalive themselves. So they need to talk to your kids. They really do. They need books inside your kids' library because I have the moral high ground here. I know what's moral. I know what's moral. Not you. You're not capable of that. Let me tell you what to think. I have to stop the video because it's very offensive and it's very disgusting the way they gaslight people and the way they use, like I said, I'm from South Central, raised in a predominantly black community. Okay. All we know is vote blue no matter who. They use these people to push the propaganda on us. Okay. They know white people ain't gonna get to us. All right, we don't want to listen to white people because no, white people racist, racist, racist. But black people, oh yeah, we'll listen to you, knowing that they doing a deed for the racist people. They doing a deed for Margaret Sanger. They want you to keep committing homicide on your baby. Okay, they want you to depopulate because it's essential. It's good because they said it. They said it. They're in your best interest. It's a shame. Let's get back into it.
Well, I think part of what is disturbing me is the Democrats who are engaged in this misguided conversation right now are those perhaps whose lives will not be fundamentally changed by us becoming not a democracy anymore, except they won't be able to say the kinds of things that they now can say when they sit in the briefing room of the White House. They will be in a very different situation in relationship to the president and the federal government. But there are people who will truly suffer. Our country will truly suffer if just even a part of that list you just described is able to be brought to fruition. It will mean the end of democracy in this very young country. And that will mean pain for millions of people.
I'm gonna say this real quick. I want y'all to focus on the talking points, the words. Our democracy, our democracy, our democracy. It's left-wing propagandists. They come in all colors. They don't care about your color. They don't care about none of that. If you hear a white person saying the worst thing is in this country is white supremacy, that said this.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Yeah, I have to watch him dookie on himself after all that disrespect. Yep, I'm real petty. Real petty.
A few moments later.
Boy.
What?
You should be worried. You should not listen to this person and anybody that's backing them because they don't care about racism. They don't care about none of the stuff they talk about. They want you to dig into the propaganda, eat it up so they can use you as a social justice warriors to do their deeding, to do their deed, to do their to push their propaganda as well. Okay, they want you to get so emotionally invested you don't even think. They want you to destroy your own country while immigrants come in and take your spot. Because they don't care if you leave. They just want them to come in. Because when you find out, you're not going to be voting for them. You want a person that doesn't have a general understanding of these people's policies and what these people truly believe. Because most of these immigrants that come from these countries don't believe nearly anything that these Democrats are pushing. But guess what? They're getting free things. So it's easier to push them to vote for these propagandists, these monsters, these New World Order agents. Let's get back into it.
Like you, I cannot spend time on President Biden being 81 because I knew he was 81 before he started the debate. I was worried about him, but the next day he seemed fine. We saw him at the D-Day ceremonies. We saw him do the State of the Union. We saw him the day after the debate. We saw all of those things. And if there's information that we need, we'll get that information and cross that bridge when we get to it. But right now, we have to understand and organize that this year is about voting for our survival as a democracy. After we get past that, after we have vanquished the danger that stands in front of us, then we can begin to talk about the other things that we need to do to make our democracy stronger, including changing the Supreme Court, including closing loopholes in the Senate like filibuster, and all of these things that actually also stand in the way of true democracy in this country. But we better wake up. We are not in some position where it can't happen to us. It can happen to us. It is happening to us if we look at the Supreme Court's decision the other day. And so we need to get straight and get focused. These people are so emboldened. They have written down their intentions. They have a playbook. They have a day one plan. They go agency by agency in this report.
Here it is again. Fear, fear, fear. Propaganda, propaganda, our democracy. Fear, pushing fear, pushing fear. If you don't hear it by now, I don't know what to tell you. It's just the same thing over and over and over. Biden looks good. I know what you've seen with your own eyes, but don't believe it because guess what? I know better than you. I know better than you. Project 2025 should override what you just seen. And it's sick to me. Is this to me? I don't know. It just seems like these people are Satanists because they're willing to do whatever to destroy our country. The these three-letter agencies is out of control, and they've always been out of control. We know this. It's even, I don't care what side you own, you know that for sure. For sure. Kennedy was not a Republican. Let's get it together. It's not a game. It's not a game. We know that these people are out of control. We need to do something about it. Now, the only person that's talking about doing something about it is Trump. Okay? And I don't know why they're in fear, because it has, these three-letter agencies has nothing to do with them. Why do you care so much? LGBTQ and all, bro, nobody cares about your, I'm telling you this. And if you were part of this LGBTQ community, nobody cares what you do. Nobody cares that you gay. Nobody looking for you. Nobody checking for you. The only problem we have is you mess with our kids. Why do you want to talk to our kids so much? Why? I don't get it. Like, just talk to your own community. Matter of fact, you should get your own island where y'all could do your own little thing where we ain't got to, I promise you, we not coming to your island trying to hurt you. We don't care unless one of these three-letter agencies trying to prove a point, like, and trying to make it seem like we coming at you. We don't care about you. We not looking for you. We don't care about your flag. Now, when you flying it in our face and bothering, yes, you make it our business. I don't care about if you straight or gay, bro. Who are you as a person? I don't care if you black or white. Who are you as a person? Okay, that's simplified in the best way possible. Being a Christian, being any religion you want to be, dog. Except saying this, being any religion. If you good, you good, bro. If you want to treat people fair, and you're an honest person, I rock with you. But if you're a Democrat, I can't. Now that's the video for today, guys. I just want to say a few things, man. I just believe that black people, we should wake up. Okay, they keep coming to us with these people, and they act like that. They act like they really care about us, but they don't. When you hear their talking points, you got to snap out of the trance. You got to hear it like, oh, okay, I know what you're here for. I get it. Okay, all right, cool. It's literally like we on a football field. Okay, I know. I'm bringing this analogy up because I played football. We on a football field, and you see them blitzing. You know it's a blitz. You see them trying to you see them trying to get a head start on a snap. They're blitzing. Okay, linebackers coming down, crashing down. They're blitzing. These Democrats are blitzing our communities with these talking points with somebody that look just like you. They're wearing your uniform for sure. Yeah, you're so into skin color. They're wearing your uniform. All right, they got them looking just like you. All right, they're right next to you. They're right next to you singing Beyonce songs and whatever the hell y'all like. I don't know. And they got you because you're so gullible and you're willing to listen to somebody that look like you, knowing that this person is not in your best interest. That's like Hillary Clinton pulling out the hot sauce. You should have got offended. You wanted to vote for it more. And that's a shame. It just shows that it just shows how they get you. And it shows how they blitz the community with these people that look just like you. And it's a shame because they don't like you. They don't want you to think outside the box. These people are not going to, if Trump wins, these people are not going to leave. They not. Okay. If they hate this country so much and they hate Trump so much. If he wins, they're not going to leave. They're going to tell you that they are because it's propaganda. I'm going to leave. I don't know what's going to happen. Just like the first time he won, bro. They didn't leave. But they want you to hate your country because it's essential to the Democratic Party, because anything they do to destroy this country is good because you hate this country. You should take this into account. There's people coming to this country and willing to die to get here. But the people that's in this country that hate this country is not dying to leave. What does that tell you? And Joy Reid, you're wiggity wiggy whack.
It's because she
South Central
she wear wigs. She wear a lot of wigs, y'all.
In the kitchen, God be my witness. At the age of 15, I was fighting